Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're going to decode a language you use every single day, but you might not be totally fluent in, and that is the language of your car's lights. You know, getting this right isn't just about passing a driving test, it's about becoming a safer, more confident, and way more communicative driver out there on the road.
And believe me, the stakes here are incredibly high. As our source material puts it, just understanding these signals can be the difference between a quick, easy trip and a really costly, dangerous breakdown. I mean, that really says it all, doesn't it?
So think about it this way. From your headlights signaling your intentions to your dashboard flashing a warning directly at you, your car is constantly sending out messages. So today, we're going to learn how to read them.
So here's the plan. We'll start with the big picture, the language of your car. Then we'll break down how your car speaks to others on the road, and then how it speaks to you through the dashboard. We'll also tackle that classic anxiety about draining your battery before wrapping it all up on how to put it all together.
Okay, so let's just start with this one simple idea. Your car's lights are not just for you to see the road. I mean, that's really only half the job. They are absolutely crucial for being seen and for communicating what your car is doing and what it needs to literally everyone around you.
All right, let's kick things off with how you speak to the road. This is all about the lights you use to announce your presence and your intentions to every other driver out there.
Your low beams and your high beams, they have totally different jobs. Your low beams are your everyday go-to. They cast a wide light about 200 feet ahead and they're aimed down so you don't blind oncoming traffic. But your high beams, they're the powerhouses, shooting a super focused beam way out there, 350 to 400 feet. But they come with one critical, non-negotiable rule. The second you see another vehicle, you switch them off. So always glance at your dash to make sure that little blue high beam symbol isn't on by mistake.
Now, a lot of newer cars have something called daytime running lights, or DRLs. Their whole purpose is just to make you more visible during the day, which is a fantastic safety feature. But, and this is a big one, there's a huge catch that a lot of people just don't realize.
That's right. On a whole bunch of vehicles, DRLs only light up the front of the car. So as soon as it starts to get dark, or it begins to rain or get foggy, you can't rely on them. You have to physically turn on your actual headlights. That's what activates your taillights so that the people behind you can see you. Seriously, this is a huge one. Fog lights are specialists. They are mounted low on your car for a very specific reason. They're designed to shoot a wide beam under the fog. If you use your regular headlights in thick fog, the light just bounces right off the water droplets and creates this blinding wall of glare. So the rule is pretty simple. Only use them when visibility is genuinely bad. We're talking less than 200 feet. Using them on a clear night doesn't help you see better, and it can be really blinding to other drivers.
Ah, the hazard lights. Maybe the most misunderstood button on the entire car. The rule is actually super simple. You use them when your vehicle is a hazard. You've broken down, you're in an accident, you're on the shoulder changing a tire. They are absolutely not your personal I can park anywhere for 5 minutes button for running into a store or just because traffic is slow.
Okay, here's a fantastic little defensive driving tip from our sources. If you see a car coming up way too fast behind you, just give your brake pedal a few gentle taps. It flashes your brake lights without really slowing you down, but it's often just enough to snap that other driver's attention back to the road and give them a little heads up to back off.
All right, so we've covered how your car talks to the outside world. Now let's turn inward and decode the messages it's sending directly to you through all those little lights on the dashboard.
The very first thing to know is the universal color code. I want you to think of it like a traffic light for your car's health. It's that simple. If you see a red light, it means stop. Pull over safely as soon as you can. A yellow or orange light means caution. Something needs to be looked at soon, but it's not a drop everything emergency. And a flashing light of any color is always more serious. It means there's a problem happening right now that needs your immediate attention. Remembering this color code is your most important first step.
Okay, let's tackle a fear I think every single one of us has had. You park the car, you walk away, and then that little voice pops into your head. Wait, did I leave the lights on? Is my battery going to be dead in the morning? So how does that actually happen?
Well, it all comes down to a part called the alternator. See, when your engine is running, the alternator is like a little power plant, constantly recharging your battery. But the moment you turn that engine off, the power plant shuts down. Any light or device you leave on starts pulling power straight from the battery, and there's nothing putting that power back in.
Now, what's really interesting here is that it's not always just about forgetting to turn off the headlights. I mean, sure, that's a big one, but an old, weak battery is going to die way faster. Or a failing alternator might not be charging the battery properly even while you're driving. And then there's the really sneaky one, a parasitic drain. It's like a little electrical vampire, a fault that slowly sucks power even when everything seems to be off.
So when we put all of this together, from the simple courtesy of dimming your high beams to that urgent warning of a red dashboard light, you can really start to see how these signals form a complete language.
And here's the crucial point. When you understand these signals, you're no longer just operating a machine. You're actually having a conversation with your car and with every other driver out on the road. And being an active part of that conversation is what makes you a safer, more proactive, and more confident driver.
So I want to leave you with a question to think about. After everything we've talked about today, from outward communication to those internal warnings, what's the one signal, either from your car or one that you give to others, that you're going to pay just a little more attention to from now on?
Please like, subscribe, and get notified.